You, as much as anybody else, deserves your love. Hello people, my name is Martin from 30 Day Challenges, the channel aimed at helping you, just be happy and stuff. This month's challenge that I did, and I want you to give a go, is actually very easy and requires very little effort. Just a little bit of awareness, but it has such a powerful effect that I've decided to just have it as my daily practice, as my daily life. So the challenge is to love yourself. How would you do that? Or why would you do that? Well, I can think of 3 very good reasons. The first reason is that you are never without yourself. So you carry your company wherever you go, and you'd want to make sure that company is as happy as possible, seeing as it's always with you. Reason number 2 is comforting yourself is an act of kindness, and if you can be kind to yourself, that maybe you can extend that kindness onto other people. And lastly, why I want you to try this challenge out is the biggest reason for me, is that you become aware of old thought patterns which no longer serve you, and you can now replace with something positive. Thought patterns? What is thought patterns? Alright, stick with me here because I'm going to get a bit deep on you, but what I mean by thought patterns is the recurring inner dialogue you have with yourself every time a certain event or situation occurs. Because it's been recurring over such a long period of time, you forget that it exists or that it's even happening. But that doesn't mean that it's not powerful, and actually it's the other way. Because it is so omnipresent, it is very powerful, because it's happening all the time. Something happens to you. Could you see how if you have a positive image about a certain situation, that over the years, as it gets repeated, it becomes more and more positive? And likewise, if it's something negative, and over the years it gets repeated, even without you doing anything, it will snowball into you feeling much worse about something. So let me tell you where I got this idea from. I got it from this book called Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It. And it is the story about the author who became so fed up with life and couldn't see a way out, basically. So he vowed to love himself even if it's the only thing he does. How did he do this? Well, there's a few techniques in the book, but the main one is just repeating the words "I love myself" in your head all day, every day. And this is not the narcissistic kind of love, like I love myself and nobody else. This is the kind of love that I love myself despite all my imperfections and the things I wish I was better at. Think how underdeveloped the skill is. We're always taught, to love other people, love thy neighbor, and we see these films where people love each other, but we're never given a chance, or even we're never given a thought of how important it means to love ourselves. And the way I see it is that if you don't know what love means to you personally and internally, then how are you going to extend that onto others? Alright, so I basically did this for 30 days and I journaled down kind of my experiences. At first it was kind of hard because you kind of get swept away with all these other things that you're doing, but eventually you start to kind of take it as your default mindset, because you're like, oh, I should be doing something right now. It's to be repeating those words. I just thought of this quick little tip is that maybe you could draw a little heart or even a dot on your hand, and every time you see it, you can also be reminded by it. So it was just super transformative to see, because you're chanting these words, you become aware of the other in the dialogue. So you replace these unconscious thoughts of unworthiness with something much more positive. It made me smile, even saying it now makes me smile. There were days when, the weather would be nice and it'd be kind of like your default state of mind, just those words, and things will be really good. I actually noticed that whenever I say I love myself in my head, it slows down whatever I'm doing into a much more natural rhythm, you know? Now I'm gonna give you some tips, judging from my experience. So, as you start kind of repeating the words I love myself throughout your head over and over again, you're gonna be able to develop like an intensity for it. And what actually Kamal suggests is it's quality over quantity. So it's not about saying the words. The words themselves don't mean anything. It's once you add emotion and feeling and intensity to it, to really say it as if you believe it, and you end up believing it, which that's where the power lies. So focus on, at the start, if it feels a bit unnatural to you, that's fine. If you don't feel like you believe it, just keep saying it and keep thinking it. And as time progresses, you're gonna start being able to believe it more. So it also helped me think about as if I was going to say I love you, but instead of saying you, I replaced the word myself, because I have more experience in that, if it makes sense. So yeah, definitely check out the book. It costs £2 on Amazon, and it's Kindle friendly. So, I mean, you're gonna lose nothing. It's really short. You could read it in one sitting. All right, so thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, these are the kind of videos I make. And if you feel you still don't really understand, why don't you drop me a comment? Maybe I could clear things up. Yeah, the next video is going to be about sleep time and sleep patterns and how you could sleep less and wake up less groggy. All right, Marty, 30-day challenges, I'm out.